President Trump says he has removed Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook from the Fed's Board of Governors and accused Cook of committing mortgage fraud.
Meanwhile, the president is under fire by leaders in Chicago. This is over his threat to send in the National Guard there. We have Bradley Blackburn this morning from New York to break this all down for us. Bradley, good morning. Let's start with the removal of Lisa Cook. That president says he has fired this Fed governor because he says she's committed mortgage fraud, but she has not been charged, not been convicted or even charged of it. What does this mean for the average person?
Right, Heather. Well, everybody agrees that we all care about the value of a dollar, right? And part of the job of a Fed governor is to oversee the nation's monetary policy and combat inflation. And that is supposed to be independent of partisan administrations. But as you know, President Trump has been sharply critical of the Fed's refusal to lower interest rates. This firing, as you said, is officially unrelated. The president can only fire a Fed governor for cause, and the administration does claim that Cook lied on mortgage application, something that her lawyer says she'll fight. But bottom line, AJ and Heather, this is the first firing of a governor in the 111-year history of the central bank. So this is a historic and significant step.
Let's turn now our focus to the city of Chicago, because we've seen what's happened in Washington, D.C. with the National Guard. What are the arguments over the threats of sending in the National Guard to a city like Chicago?
Yeah, AJ, the president says that he wants to send the troops in to battle what he calls an urban crime wave, but Illinois officials have said that that's false. And yesterday, the governor said that sending in the Guard would be, quote, illegal, unconstitutional, and un-American. Of course, the president has already deployed troops to Washington, D.C. on a similar mission. And yesterday, he said that he could move forward in Chicago essentially whenever he wants. And honestly, there's little that local officials could do if the president decides to federalize the Guard. It might have to play out in court. That could take a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. And the president, Bradley, continuing to sign executive orders. What did he sign yesterday?
Yeah, a lot of activity, Heather. One order would create special National Guard units to deal with what the president calls public order issues. Another order pushed Washington and other locations to do away with cashless bail. And the president is also pushing the Justice Department to now investigate flag burning. That is despite a Supreme Court decision back in 1989 that found flag burning is symbolic speech that is protected by the First Amendment. Heather and AJ.
Lots of activity happening in our nation's capital. Bradley Blackburn following it all for us. Bradley, we appreciate the updates. Thank you.